You know, if it's not about sports, I find it very hard to concentrate.
We might have just witnessed one of the greatest national semifinals that we've ever seen in the sport of college basketball. I mean, I can't think of a time where it's been this exciting. For the first time since 2008, all four number one seeds made the Final Four. And in that year, 2008, guess where the Final Four was held? Yep, that's right, San Antonio. I remember that year well. I was in 8th grade, and that was the year Steph Curry and Davidson went on that Elite Eight run. That was quite the year. This year, we didn't have many upsets. I think the lowest seed to win a first-round game was a 12 seed, and that was McNeese State. And was there another? I can't remember, but we didn't have many upsets, but I think that we kind of got rewarded because we got to see four best teams play. And people say that's boring. Oh, we want to see upsets. We want to see a Cinderella. Now, if every year was like this, I could agree with you. I would agree that it would get stale and boring. But every once in a while, it is cool to see the four best teams make it and just duke it out to win the championship. And so first up, we have Florida and Auburn. And this stayed tight for most of the first half. Towards the end of the first half, Auburn started to pull away a little bit. But in the second half is where Florida started to make their comeback, and Walter Clayton, one of the best guards in the country, honestly, started to really have an impact on the game, coming up with some clutch plays, some clutch baskets, and Florida started to close the gap, and towards the end of the game, honestly just closed it out. There's just no other way to say it. And honestly, coming into the tournament, I thought Auburn would get upset second round, because towards the end of the year, they honestly looked terrible. I mean, they lost 4 of their last 5, I believe, and they didn't even make the SEC tournament finals. And so honestly, I thought Auburn was overrated, if I'm being honest. Auburn also got beat by Duke. And even though Duke had a better record and Duke had the head-to-head victory versus Auburn, somehow Auburn's still the number 1 overall seed. Make it make sense, I don't know, but I thought Auburn was overrated. I still think they're pretty overrated. I'm surprised they didn't get upset second round, honestly. And now we get to talk about the nightcap, the really fun game. And it was Houston and Duke. And before I get to the ending, which I'm sure you've already seen if you're a college basketball fan, I mean, it was all over social media. It was everywhere. It was one of the best endings to a Final Four game ever. Before we get to all that, let's talk about the game in question. It started out really slow. For the first minute and 20 seconds, no one even scored. It was tied 0-0 until 1841. That was the point at which someone actually finally got a basket, and it was Houston. And then after that, the pace started to pick up a little bit, and Duke started to show why they've only lost 3 games all year. They have a great duo in Cooper Flagg and Con Knueppel. It seems like Duke always has at least one really good white guy that plays for them. In the 90s, it was Christian Laettner and Danny Ferry. In the 2000s, it was JJ Redick. Then it was Kyle Flipkowski. And now it's Cooper Flagg and Con Knueppel. It seems like they always have at least one really good white guy that plays for them. It's just interesting to see. But in the first half, Duke was just dominating. I mean, it looked like Cooper Flagg was on his way to not only winning National Player of the Year, which he's probably still going to win, but also tournament MVP. It looked like it was a done deal and that Houston was done. And in the second half, it even looked like that. I think Duke led by 14 points in the second half. And with just over 2 minutes left, 2 minutes and 6 seconds left, Duke led by 9 points. I gotta be honest, I went to bed early because I had to get up early for work. I had to be up at 4 in the morning. And I thought Houston was done. I thought there was no way. And I checked the score when I woke up. And I was like, how in the hell did Houston win? I had to watch the ending on YouTube because I was like, how in the hell did Houston win? It's very reminiscent of that Florida comeback versus Texas Tech. Now, I'm not trying to glaze Duke. I'm sure I'll get accused of it, but they did get hit with a bullshit foul. I'm sorry, but that was not a foul. And that's what allowed Houston to go up by a point and eventually close out the game. But either way, what an incredible comeback by Houston. I mean, just absolutely phenomenal. And those final 2 minutes were absolutely insane. Anyway, I got a longer scripted video coming down the pipeline. I can't tell you what it is, but before you ask, no, it's not a Dead Stadiums video. I don't really like to do those back to back. I don't spoil you guys like that, sorry, but you will like it either way. I just wanted to put something out because it's been like a week since I did, so I wanted to do something that was not scripted and just kind of off the dome, which is what I'm doing now, even though for some reason my retention rate is just horrible when it comes to videos that are not scripted. People just don't like to tune in, I guess. I don't know, but either way, yeah, I'm gonna be back with a longer scripted video, and I think I might do a video about Ovechkin breaking the NHL goal record. We'll see. But anyway, guys, yeah, peace out.